Okay, we're back. RC Tech Pro flying our Autel Evo 1 in one of my favorite flying spots. And we're going to run a test on this. Now, one of the things you can't do with this software for the Autel Evo is that you can't preset your waypoints on the ground. The aircraft needs to be hovered, and then you can set your waypoints in the mission that you want to do. So we're going to go ahead and do that. This time we're going to go ahead and adjust the altitude for some of the waypoints and see how it reacts while it's in the air. All right, I'll be with you back. Let's put it up in the air and then we'll go back to it and you'll see the results. Thanks. Now I'm about, according to this, I'm 5 foot off the ground. I'm going to go to waypoints. And we're going to go to the little adjustment keys that are on the top right hand corner of the selected box. Select new route, and where it says aircraft location, we're going to go ahead and set point on map. Okay, so now let's go ahead and I'm gonna see if I can get it around the clubhouse. I got to see if this clubhouse is all right. There's the clubhouse there on the map, so we're going to go ahead and do a flight over to that. So we'll do our first waypoint. We'll lead that at 97 feet. Do number 2. Let's go ahead and adjust that to let's say 180. Let's go ahead and do waypoint number 3. We're going to adjust that to 200. Okay, we're getting close there. Make sure we are going to the clubhouse. Yep. Okay, and then waypoint number 4. Let's leave it at 200. Okay, let's go to the next waypoint. 180. I'm going to come back around. Waypoint number 6. We're going to adjust that to 190. Let's make our way back. We're going to go ahead and bring it back to 197. Now all these, just as an example of what this can do on this software, adjusting, and I think what's going to happen is it's going to end up pausing every time it has to drop or increase to a new altitude. 180, and we're going to head it home. We're going to bring that to about 150. All right, so we're going to adjust and keep it at 22 miles an hour. We say okay. Now it's going to say camera action. So you got right here, you can do time lapse if you want and set the time lapse to 5 seconds, 7, and so on and so forth. So let's just say, let's do every 10 seconds. And then right now, let's see if I can set it. We're going to go ahead and let it upload the mission. And there we go. It's taken off right now. Now I can select to go to my actual image, and it shows you here on this screen that it's in the setting for taking pictures right now. Now I can adjust the gimbal, so this way you can adjust that, but when it comes to yawing and making other turns, you can't do that until you stop the mission. So right now it's taking this pattern. See, now it's adjusting itself. This is the part that I don't like. I think this is, let me make sure. No, we're good. Okay, the next waypoint number 2 should go to 180 feet. So I'm actually watching it right now. And I believe it's just gonna stop. Let's see if it does it. We're watching the altitude, and it did reach it. now it's pausing and it's going to the next waypoint. So every waypoint, it looks like when it gets to that waypoint, it just stops because it's got to decide what's happening with the next waypoint. I wish it would just keep going and just follow a pattern. So we're going to go ahead and look at the picture image where we're at. So we're going towards the golf course, making its turn, and there is the clubhouse off to the left. I'm going to try to yaw it. I'm just going to try it just to see. And see, I cannot. I tried to yaw it to the right or to the left, and it will not. So it's going down to its waypoint. It's making its turn. It's going to waypoint number 5. Let's go back to the camera. There's the clubhouse. We're just passing it. And see, I can move it, and it's taking pictures as it's going. Now it's going up. I had it set to go up to from 200 down to 180. This time it did gradually go down. I think the software originally, the older software, actually completely did not make the adjustments in flight. So now it looks like something happened differently on this Waypoint software. So let's see where we're at. Okay, so it's making a turn and it's actually heading back. So let's see what happens now. This is at 190 feet. The next one is 197 feet. Let's see while it's doing that. Okay, it's making its route. It's taking pictures. It's going to waypoint 7. We've got, after this, we got 2 more waypoints before it hovers over me. And I have it set to 197 feet. The next one is going to drop down to 180. And it's almost here. So this time it didn't make that pause before it made that drop. So definitely was the firmware update. I don't know which one it was, but it looks like it doesn't just stop. It does stop for every waypoint. It has to decide what now it's dropping down to the 150 that I have it set on the last waypoint. And what it's going to do is when it gets to its return to home location, it's just going to loiter over us until I send a command. And it automatically will stop when the mission is over. There it is. Okay, now the mission is over, and it's asking me to put in some commands to do what I need to do, land it or continue with the mission. So that's how that works. Now, being that we're in a height restricted area, which I'm allowed to fly up to 400 feet in this area, but watch this. Now I'm going to change it back to my camera mode. So I'm going to do, in this area where I'm at, I'm going to go ahead and do a orbit. Watch what happens when I'm in this area, and I'll do an orbit. So I'm going to focus on an area here where I'm at. And I'm going to start from okay, will not let me set it at all. I cannot set, it will not let me do it. So because I'm in this area, yeah, you see there's a message that comes up, invalid for orbit area.